Welcome to Popcorn Talk. For real.
For real. For realsies.
Or
TV party time, by the way.
Mm-hmm. No more Jack Burton.
Nope.
You guys can't see it because somebody forgot to hit record.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Well,
the recording was fun.
yeah, the recording was fun. We were in cosplay.
Mm-hmm. You'll never see the wig.
No.
I had lipstick smeared across my face.
I lost 15 pounds for that.
You did. You lost 15
Michael went in a
pounds for that.
cutting cycle.
I did a weight cut for nothing.
Dehydrated
Yeah,
now.
Dehydrated. I did buy coconut water to hydrate myself. I still feel a little dehydrated, but
Does that work the same as regular water?
It's
Coconut
actually
water?
it's supposed to be
electrolytes.
yeah, it's like the only water that's like, you know how people claim like different kinds of water, like smart water is better for you and all that. I think it's scientifically proven that the only other one besides regular water that's good for you is coconut water.
It's pink. Because coconut water, when it hits the air, actually turns pink.
Have we talked about this?
We
Yep,
did.
we
It
definitely
was
did.
actually
Okay.
maybe the first podcast I ever came
Oh,
over
yeah.
to.
I probably had one.
But it wasn't pink.
It was pink. 100%. That's the only coconut waters I get.
I remember there was a note that explained, and it was like sometimes it's pink or something, or
Sometimes maybe pink, sometimes maybe not.
It's when the air hits
Have you guys
it,
seen
yeah.
that meme?
No.
Nope.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
oh
Lauren and I
yeah,
say to each other all the time. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
yeah.
Is that what
Michael-
Mario says? What?
No, it's a soccer manager
Oh.
who was a player, but he was forced, like more or less forced to be the manager.
Oof.
And so they're asking him like how the season's going. He's like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But he's like this phenomenal player and all that, and he didn't want to be a manager, but like that was like where he had to go to next in his career, basically.
That sucks.
It was pretty funny though. Good meme.
Yeah. Now he's a meme.
Michael, you said something about American Horror Story.
Oh, are we getting right into what we're watching?
Jump right into it.
All right into it. So I'm watching American Horror Story this season. And it's actually like personally scary to me because the premise is there's a film writer, TV writer, goes to this small town in like Cape Canaveral or some shit in Maine, wherever that sharks are. And he goes to the right because he's got writer's block and he's going out there to like,
Recharge his creativity.
but he can't. So he goes out to a bar one night and he sees these two people doing a song and dance, it's a gay bar called the Muse, and they just go out there and do like show tunes, and he sees they're really good, and he goes to talk to them, and he finds out one of them is a Tony Award winner and the other one is a famous writer. And it turns out in this town there's a person making these pills that if you take them it enhances your talents. But there's a catch. If you are talented and take this pill, you will become even more talented, like write a movie script, like a 5-star movie script in a night. But you also start craving blood because it depletes something in your blood levels. That's what the science is. But on the other hand, if you're not talented and you take this, you turn into a mutant and you start eating people. And the whole thing is you turn to a mutant because the truth has been revealed to you that you're not talented.
Oh, God.
So you hate yourself and inwardly you start dying. And if you become talented, it's because you become more arrogant. That, I'm talented, so you can more or less fear. There's no fear in you, and you just become ultra talented.
So is like the talents, like is it specific talents, like creativity? 'Cause I'm pretty good at sitting around and doing nothing.
No, it's like artistic talents.
Okay.
It's like writing, playing music,
okay.
just stuff
So
like
it
that.
wouldn't help us figure out how to run stream.
No. But just in general, as like an artist, it's like,
I see.
Then we'll just have to
Man.
get blood.
huh?
We'll just have to drink blood if we actually.
Yeah, you drink blood either way, but it's just like, man, if I took that, what would happen to me? Am I really
Yeah,
talented,
that'd be
or would
kind
I
of
turn
cool.
into a
That'd be
mutant?
cool. Like, I mean, it wouldn't be cool
No.
if you're not talented, but it'd be like a cool, like thing, like a what if kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
At
So
least you
it's-
would know.
It's just like really good. Like it's got some really great characters and like.
I think I've seen the first season, like most of the first season.
I've watched them all. I think the 80s one is my favorite, of course, because it's just such a throwback and everyone looks awesome.
Aren't they all like isolated in the seasons? Like
Yeah, everyone's different, but it's the same cast,
it's
but
the
they play
same
different
cast, but
characters.
different like stories,
Yeah.
right?
Sometimes they'll bring in older people to like as like a cameo or something, but it's kind of there, but it's also kind of not.
But
you
none
know?
of the seasons have to do with each other, right?
No, they're all their own thing.
That sounds like a show that you could start mid-season.
That's fine. That's fair.
Or
If it's made to be that way.
you jump around seasons.
If it's made to be that way, more power to you.
Yeah.
I never got into it.
I didn't either.
It's
The
every
first
season
one
is
was good.
different.
It was good.
Second season is aliens, like it's like an asylum, but it's alien takeover, like abductions. Another season is Roanoke. Another
Oh,
season
nice.
is like
That one sounds kind of cool.
another one is
Roanoke?
New Orleans.
Roanoke, the Roanoke colony.
People just randomly vanish,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's like
like
some
This whole
Mystery.
thing, like, I can't remember who it was, but some certain sailor, then like a known captain, all that. I just can't remember. Like he basically they established the colony, and like he had to go back to do something. He's like, okay, like if you guys move, like just leave the word Roanoke or something, and we'll figure, or like leave me a sign of where you guys are moving, so when I come back, I can figure out where you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left. He comes back, and then everything's gone. Like it's an abandoned village and all that. But he sees on like what is like Roanoke is written out, and he's like, but what's Roanoke? Or it's like halfway written on one tree and like written fully on a post or something like that. And there's just no trace of them anywhere. Like talk to Native Americans, like where did these people go? They said nothing about it. Like there's no graves or anything like that.
This is
So
like
it's
a real story.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
So it's a conspiracy theory.
Well,
just a mystery.
No, it happened.
Yeah.
Oh.
They
It's
just
just
don't
It's an
know what
unsolved
happened.
mystery.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
there's also a Voodoo New Orleans season where it's all New Orleans voodoo juju, and then there's the apocalypse, like the what is that guy called? Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
He comes, and then there's the circus season, and the best one is the hotel, which has Lady Gaga as a vampire. It has the best music because it's all awesome, like The Cure and stuff like that plays, and it's just really cool.
That hotel one sounds kind of interesting. Is it like all take place in the hotel?
Yeah, it's Ghost of the Hotel, and there's like a vampire and all this.
That sounds kind of rad.
It's awesome. It's definitely the best season. If you watch one season of American Horror Story, it's the hotel.
Is it on Hulu?
Yep. All of them are on Hulu, and I think they're on Netflix and fucking Amazon, or maybe.
I'll have to check because that hotel one sounds kind of cool, like all isolated in one place.
Yeah, and it's just awesome. Yeah. I also watched What Do We Do in the Shadows, the new season, first 3 episodes. Funny as
We're
shit.
still behind.
Oh, well then.
But
I
isn't
won't talk about it.
I don't care. But isn't Luke Skywalker in it? Mark Hamill, isn't he supposed to be in season 3?
He's in season 2.
Okay, I'm not that far. We just finished season 1.
I think he's the season finale of season 2, and it's
Spoiler.
It's the best. It's the best episode. It doesn't even look like him. You're like, is that Mark Hamill? I can't tell. Is that him? I gotta
Nice.
Google this shit.
That's
But
cool.
It's really good.
Yeah, it show's super funny.
Yeah.
Just his style, just Taika Waititi style. He just came out with that new show, Reservation Dogs.
It doesn't appeal to me at all. I'd rather watch the paranormal, Wellington Paranormal. I told you about that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done by him too.
Yeah.
That was
they
really
follows
fucking
the
funny.
cops, right?
Yeah, and they're hunting ghosts, and it's so like I don't know, like that type of humor where it's just like, oh, there's a ghost. How you doing? Well, we need you to leave because we're doing this.
It's still
Yeah.
mockumentary style.
Yeah, it's a mockumentary, and it's just like it's polite like New Zealanders. I think it
Yeah.
takes place in New Zealand.
Oh, that's
It's really. I think you would like it, Abbie. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's just weird, Abbie weird. So I think you would like it.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, they like arrest werewolves and stuff, and it's like, come on, stop being a werewolf. It's really funny.
I'm still on True Detective season 3.
Oh,
Make it
you
past
guys are
episode 1.
slow.
Yep. It's because I keep falling asleep. It's like the last thing I do, and so before I go to sleep, as I watch an episode, and so it's like I keep falling asleep halfway through it, and then I just have to start over. And
Yeah, I just started Wu-Tang and American Saga season 2. 3 episodes in. They released the first 3, and then the 4th one is next Tuesday. Still in the Sopranos kick. Slowed down a little bit because we had to watch those movies.
I love how we have to watch the movies. Like it's a chore for us every single week.
Get to watch the movies.
It's an opportunity. It's a privilege.
Yeah. Oh, did you see what did you think? You saw the Zombies What If?
Yeah.
Right? What did you think of that?
Total letdown.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was meh. Like a what are those things? Sheep.
Yeah,
Instead
it's
of
just
bah, they go meh.
It was just an overall meh.
Yeah, it was a total letdown. Hype died. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Marvel. How are you gonna do this?
I thought they were gonna make it more like horror
Yeah, it was
than
fucking-
just like They're in the city.
Yeah.
Like if they put them like in the middle of nowhere and zombies attacked them, that would be cool. I
The
think
problem was they used their powers, and it just like kind of like it completely killed the zombie aspect of it.
yeah. It's just like, okay, what if just that superhero turned on them?
Yeah.
That's all it was. Like I don't even remember how it
That's
ended.
literally what it was. Just superheroes turned on you. It was just like all the other fucking episodes.
Mm.
How did it end? I don't remember. I just remember them flying away.
I was
like
so
what was it
bored. I don't even know.
I don't remember like
Yeah.
the cliffhanger that they left it on.
I don't either.
Though I
That's
did like
a
the
bad
Scarlet
sign.
Witch as a zombie. She was pretty badass.
She looked pretty cool. And then they had fucking Ant-Man as Futurama head. That was really
Yeah.
weird.
But they used all of. Oh no, I'm thinking of in Doctor Strange,
Hmm.
the Doctor Strange episode. They had all the original voice actors.
This one definitely did not. Did not have Tom Holland.
I didn't watch the credits, but I
Oh.
know they had a lot of them.
You didn't watch it, so
I didn't watch it, so I got nothing to add.
well,
Nothing to contribute.
Do you guys burnt out?
yeah.
We are so burnt out.
Not even from doing anything. It's just from fucking the.
No, it's from
technical
doing thing, and
issues.
then it's just not working.
Yeah,
Did NGWK came out with a new album?
I did. I listened to one song and I wasn't into it.
Which song did you listen to?
Aw,
Whatever one was the hit. Not the hit.
I'm in
one.
Heaven.
the
Yes.
single.
Yeah, the single. Yeah.
It's just super rock opera. Because I watched on the way up here. I listened to the rest of the album or others. And it's like that's like the heaviest song that he has. The rest are like pretty slow and like it seems like it's like because he's married to Kat Dennings now.
Oh
Who's-
really?
Yeah.
Who's that?
She's an actress. She's
Two
in
Broke
Thor,
Girls.
2 Broke Girls.
Thor.
That's about it.
Did you watch
You never seen 2 Broke Girls?
WandaVision?
I never really watched it.
If you saw her, you'd know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That chick.
That's
She was
it.
in something else too that I can't remember.
She always gets pointed out for being goth in real life.
But she just has pale skin and black
yeah,
hair.
she wears black hair, and wears red lipstick, and everyone always like, oh, she's so goth. But she's, I don't know
Yeah,
if she is
so
or not.
they're married now. So it kind of seems like some of the other songs like it was written about his ex-wife or previous wife or something. I don't know.
Gotta process that baggage.
Well, like some of the songs too were like I can't remember the name of it, but it was like, oh, like I don't want to. This is sad.
It's like how my ex-wife fucked my life.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it's that. It's just like it was like something about breaking an oath or something. So I think maybe it's just like that kind of like emotional kind of
Oof.
like not even like
Yeah, it's depressing.
like a fuck you kind of song. It's like
it's like regret and shame and
yeah. It's like oh, this is just sad.
Oh.
But then that made me think, if you had to pick one person to redo an entire movie or series music, and it's all their kind of music, who would you pick and what movie? And
So-
it can't be like a composer.
So it's got to be a movie replaced by an artist.
No, the soundtrack for a movie
Or series, like or series of
done
movies.
by the artist of your choice in their
Oh.
style.
Okay.
For example, I would want Andrew WK to do Lord of the Rings and just turn it into a rock opera, which I would fucking love. Like, and he could do the composing and all that, just his style of everything. Just imagine like the Hobbits when they're partying in the fucking.
If that's the
They're
case,
sitting there listening to Andrew WK like
Let's
gonna
get a
get ready
party
to die.
going.
Yeah.
Let's get a party going. Party
Or like
going,
at Helm's
party
Deep, get ready to
going.
die.
Yeah.
Like that sort of stuff. Like I would, but then like on the more serious note, to turn to like his newest albums, like God is Partying is the name of the album, and like that kind of like rock opera, like going into like as the Rise of Rohan are charging, like you hear like a rock opera behind them. Like I would love to see that.
that's hilarious.
Man, that's a good question.
I already had it ready to go, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. For some reason, I guess I don't know. Maybe just in that same vein, I'm just thinking of Tenacious D, and I'm just picturing like what would be hilarious for them to write the music for. And I was like Harry Potter just because it's so epic, but then
Yeah.
I was like that's
I
a
could
little
actually
inappropriate. That's a
fucking
little
see that.
I would see-
inappropriate.
I was
I
thinking,
would
like-
totally see
I
Jack
just-
Black do a
yeah.
Harry Potter song.
But he like narrates it.
I ride,
Yeah.
I ride the broom, the kid, the switch, snitch. What are they called?
The golden
The
snitch.
golden snitch. And then
I
I fly, and I fly,
I
and I fly. I
See, I
can't do
can
it because my throat's fucked.
I can see him doing that or like Star Wars. That'd be
Oh yeah.
fucking
Oh
awesome.
yeah, no, Star Wars would be
They
better
already
for
kind of
sure.
did it on one of their albums. It was like Death Star. They had a song called "Let's Build Death Star," and it was like Death Star. So it was kind of they already kind of did it.
As they're like running through the hallways
Yeah.
looking for Princess Leia.
Tenacious D is a good one. See, mine immediately goes to The Cure doing like The Notebook or something.
And then it'd just be like a pretty normal.
What was
then it'd just be a Zach Braff movie.
what was the main character in what was her name in The Notebook?
Amy Adams?
Don't
I
know.
don't know.
Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
Rachel
Rachel.
McAdams. Gosh, what was the girl's name though?
Never saw the movie.
All right,
know.
never mind.
That's
Really?
great.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's a really good movie, not
I
just
believe
because
you.
I'm a girl.
I believe you. I just don't
No, I
want to
think
see
it's
it.
a really good movie.
I think it's like way past it where I'm just not gonna. It's become too much of a meme now.
I'm thinking of all the movies I've had to watch way past their expiration, and you can't sit down and watch an actual good movie.
I would also do Hatebreed and doing the music for Brokeback Mountain. So
Or
when they're fucking, you be like, no, what is
Just
I
chugging
will be-
chords.
I will be heard.
I will be.
Where they're like, fucking, yeah. That'd be awesome. I think that's the best romance movie ever made, in my humble opinion.
what movie?
Brokeback Mountain.
Never.
I've seen bits of it.
It's really, really good. It's really sad.
Mm,
It's really heartwarming.
I do love a good tearjerker.
It's the gay cowboy movie. That's what it is. And it's
Well,
great.
then I do love a good tearjerker.
Me and my friend were watching it, and we were like, spit in the hand, spit in the hand. They were about to fuck, and they did it, and we started cheering.
Spit in the hand.
Yeah, we were just,
That you're saying spin the
oh,
hand.
no,
I was like, what?
No, we were saying spit in the hand.
And, and then they started fucking.
and they
spit.
did. Yeah, yeah. And we were like,
I know where that went.
It was a great moment in my life.
Cheering for them
Cheer-
having sex.
Cheering for the dudes getting it on.
I mean, that definitely helped their careers too.
Yeah.
They became household names.
Good for them.
Yep. Movie about love.
And now Jake Gyllenhaal is a Marvel character.
Yep.
What character is he?
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
He'll always be
Oh.
Donnie Darko to me. Donnie Darko in my heart.
I tried to watch the movie.
Oh.
Couldn't get into it.
It's because you don't like the music. He's got the best soundtrack.
Had nothing to do with the music. It's one of those things. I think I watched it too late,
Oh.
like out of its prime, like viewing.
Mm-hmm.
They did the opening scene is an amazing, like, slow, like, long cut to Tears for Fears. And it's like, I think me and Tully talked about it in one of the classes. But it's great editing. It's a really good
Mhm.
editing.
Yeah, I probably just gotta sit down and give it another try.
Don't watch the director's cut. Watch the regular cut.
That might have been
Watch the
why.
Michael cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch the Michael cut.
Yeah. I replaced all the music with Joy Division, The Cure. Oh, wait, it's already in there. That's why I like it so much.
Yeah, you could base your music or
Yeah.
base your movie favorites on the music.
Yep. Do that.
What if you did like Devo redoes Blade Runner?
That would be fun as shit.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome. I was just like trying to think of like similar genres, like that synth kind of genre. I had something else that I thought. Oh, I have watched good movies, like weird random movies. Do you guys remember a movie that came out probably early 2000s called Risk Cutters?
Yep. I saw it. The movie's great.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's the movie that has a girl with my name spelling, and her name is Mikal, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Her
Her name is Mikal McCall, and her name is spelled Mikal. Risk Cutter's a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
It's a-
movie.
It's,
And
it's
good.
about this dude who accidentally kills himself from like an overdose.
Mm.
Or like, what was the reason he
Dude,
kills himself?
I saw it when it came out. I don't remember.
Oh, I think he killed himself like because his girlfriend broke up with him or something. Like that's what it is. He regrets killing himself. And then like he meets this chick who's played by Shannon Sauceman, who was in A Knight's Tale.
Her name is McCall, spelled McKal.
And the
And-
character's name?
Yeah.
Yeah. But so then she's like, I need to find the creators of this like purgatory because
Oh, before I forget, real quick, in American Horror Story, Macaulay Culkin is in it.
Oh
The
yeah,
new
that's right,
season.
he is.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, she's like,
McCall.
Yeah.
she's like, I didn't kill myself. It was an accident. I overdosed, and so it wasn't my fault. And so I shouldn't be here. I should be, in heaven. And so it's like the whole story of them trying to find the creators and like oh, this group of people know who it is, and so
Interesting.
they go to this cult. It's got Tom Waits in it. But then you find out. I think the main character. Yeah, I think he killed himself because he broke up, and then like they're at this gas station and they pull off this pump, and so they drive off with a pump. I can't remember the main characters or
He's
not
the guy
main
from
character.
Almost Famous. That's where he
I haven't
is.
seen that.
Oh,
But
Have you not seen Almost
I know.
Famous?
I've seen it.
It's one of the best rock movies. Like,
Just haven't seen it.
oh,
I can't remember the third person, this third ensemble. I can't remember. I can never remember his name, but he's in like, Perry Mason and Boardwalk Empire. He's in
Steve Buscemi?
Joker. No.
Oh.
And in Boardwalk Empire is his brother. Abraham,
Oh.
Abe something.
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
But he plays this Russian dude who died by, he kills himself on stage because he's a musician, pours beer onto his amp and electrocutes him.
Been there.
No. But yeah,
Really
then-
dead.
I'm not gonna spoil, but he like finds his girlfriend killed herself too, and so he's trying to find his girlfriend. While Shannon Stossman's character's trying to find the creators so they can get out.
I think that might be a movie that you had to see then. Or you just saw it for the first time now?
No, I saw it like a decade ago.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. The same thing might apply to this with everybody. It might have been a movie that passed you by that you should have seen it 10 years ago instead of now. It may not be as relevant.
Well, I don't. The reason I don't want to watch Dark,
Well, you don't
the
have
alliteration just messed me up. The reason I like haven't seen much of Donnie Darko is because everybody talks about it and hypes it up. So I think that was a
Oh.
big thing too. Is like it's overhyped and they're like, oh, it's the greatest movie ever. Like,
It's great
Calm
to me
down.
because of the music.
Yeah.
100%.
I've never seen Donnie
And it
Darko
takes place in the 80s, and they do a great job. And it has Patrick Swayze as a pedophile.
I don't know why that's great, but
Because
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze is a pedophile. He's like a... What are those people that talk to you and amp you up?
hype
The
man.
hype man?
No. No, they like have like TV. They sell you tapes.
The inspirational speakers, motivational speakers.
Yes, he's one of those. And just like Donnie Darko is just like fuck you the whole time, and it winds up he's actually a pedophile, and it's really funny the way they do it because like say kiddie porn dungeon, and it's just funny.
That's scary.
Yeah, I think I just didn't want to watch it because it was just like overhyped, and that makes me not want to watch movies when people like recommend
Give
it to
it
me
too
too
much
much.
attention.
1,000,000%. There's movies I haven't seen because of that.
Yeah, it's just if
Like
somebody
Dunkirk,
puts,
not watching it ever.
it's pretty good. I watched it once. It was
There's actually a
a
lot of
Christopher
movies like
Nolan
that.
movie. Like the
Harry Potter
timelines were done
movies.
pretty well.
Haven't seen any of them.
But yeah, definitely recommend Risk Cutters. It's got really good music too.
I think they play Just Like Heaven in that movie.
I will consider it.
It's on Amazon, right?
I haven't seen
Oh.
it in a minute.
I will consider it.
I just
And they
watch
have the-
trash movies. I don't want to. No one wants to hear about them.
I'm trying to think if I watched any other movies besides those this week. I don't think so. So, why do you guys hate Vermintide, or at least hate playing it with me?
Honestly,
That was perfect. Worst timing.
there is a slight reason because the first time we played Phasmophobia with you, I don't think you had a headset on, and every time I would talk, I would hear myself
I was wearing a headset.
off of your thing, and I was like, he doesn't have a headset. I don't want to play with him because one of my brothers does the same thing, and it's so fucking annoying. It's like, dude, get a
you hear
headset.
yourself?
I don't
That's-
want to hear myself talk.
That's weird because I was wearing a headset. Whenever I game, I wear a headset. So
Well, I just
Interesting.
thought you used your phone or for some shit. I'm like, fuck
yeah.
that.
So then when we played Phaz, did it sound like
No, this time you didn't do it. The last time, not the first time we played it.
yeah?
That's
don't
when I
know.
heard it, and this time it wasn't there.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
I was like, I don't know. It's super awkward playing with someone and you hear yourself talking with them,
Mhm.
and it's just like
Yeah, it's weird.
it's definitely weird. No,
Abbie
I
just
do.
doesn't want to play.
Yeah,
Well,
We have the 3 movies to watch.
yeah. Well, my house is there's a lot of things wrong with it. So besides the fact that the kitchen is still under construction, man, the guy was supposed to connect my sink, my faucet, and where do I start? One of the recent problems was they lost the pieces to the faucet, so I had to repurchase.
wait, you had to?
Well, they're gonna pay for it, but I still I had to order this it's one of those like sinks that like it's got the
Do
long.
you own
Mhm.
where you live, or you
Mhm.
rent? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you rented.
Oh no.
I completely
I'm about to sell this shit
Oh.
and start renting again because I've had to deal with so much construction.
I completely misheard where you said you lived. I swear you said you lived in an apartment that looked like a condo.
No, it's a condo that looks like a townhouse because of the way it's shaped.
Okay.
I'm really regretting talking about where I live in explicit detail. Anyway,
Her address is this one, like the pipe at this address. It's just
anyway, the point is, so finally, after like a week of having to order it and it comes in, the plumber came over and I heard him come in for an hour and then he left. And then he called me. He was like, yeah, do you have the permit for the kitchen remodel? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure the contractor does. You need to talk to him. He's like, well, the contractor's not answering. And I was like, okay. Yeah. And he was like, well, I can't do any work because there's no permit. And so he just left, right? And I was so frustrated because then I like messaged the contractor, and then he ended up calling me. He was like, that guy's an idiot. You don't need a permit to just install a sink, like a faucet. It's not even a sink. It's just like connecting it. You can do that in your house for any time. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, the guy was just lazy and didn't want to do it. So the point is though, so the kitchen is all messed up. Well, there is no kitchen still, which means that none of the rest of the house is working because everything that was in the kitchen and dining room is like in other rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's like construction. And then also the AC is like on the fritz. So it's just like, and I don't want to fix the AC, and because I just want the kitchen to get done first, because I'm worried something horrible is going to happen, and then I'm going to have to like pay for it. And then anyway, so yeah, long story short,
that's why you don't want to play Vermintide.
Sitting in my room, which is upstairs, and it's like 100 degrees, and it's not happening. It's not happening.
Where'd you play Faz at?
It was at nighttime, and I had my window open.
How spooky was that?
Terrifying.
Oh man. When I bought the house, the garbage disposal didn't work because they said, "Oh, it works," and it didn't. So I had to install a new one by myself, and I bought apparently the wrong kind, and so I had to build a power outlet under my sink. No fucking clue what I was doing.
That's terrifying.
I did it, and it worked.
Well, you didn't have a permit, sir, so
didn't.
you shouldn't have been doing that.
And it was like Tim the Toolman Taylor when I turned out thinking. I was like, because I bought the one that was like the most powerful, because I don't know fucking
because
I don't know anything about houses. I was like,
straight up home improvement.
Yeah, it's gotta be good.
You're like causing a house fire every time you turn it on. It's like the wrong
gasoline
voltage.
powered.
Yeah,
it's like a 2-stroke.
Yeah, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I literally went to Home Depot and asked the guy, "Hey, how do you build a power outlet?" And he told me, and I memorized what he said.
And that dude's like straight out of high school, doesn't know anything.
It's Florida.
No, sir.
Oh,
it was here. That house we bought for $180 now goes for $450.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Some bullshit.
That sucks. That sucks.
We rent.
Yep, that's the way to go.
Honestly, okay, so I'm okay. In the 3 years I've lived in this place, the kitchen has been remodeled twice. The first time took 10 months, even though the contract told me it would take 7 days.
Whoa.
And I was even like, 7 days, I'm going to give him more time. He's like, I'm going to say 30 days. No, could have been single, met someone, had a baby, and celebrated their first month of life in the time it took for them to... And the
That's
kitchen...
super specific.
Yeah, I thought you said you had a baby. Like,
No. That's like I realized that after 10 months, I was like, oh my God, I could have had a child and celebrated a month of their life on planet Earth. And the time it took, the kitchen's like the size of this table. It's tiny.
Oh.
It's not really, it's pretty small though. Anyway. Yeah, so then, and that was in 2019. So then less than a year later, it took until 2020 to be finished though, I think. Anyway, long story short, less than a year later, my kitchen floods from the storm. And I've been without a kitchen since February.
And you don't have HOA or anything?
I do have an HOA.
Oh, you do?
It's very expensive.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And it's the worst.
Cost.
It's the worst HOA in the world. Like, it's horrible.
I remember when growing up, like the last house I lived in before my parents divorced, we were like the first house in the neighborhood, and it was a huge HOA neighborhood too, but we played roller hockey all the time, and I'd always shoot the puck up against the door because it bounced all the way back to the street.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they hated that.
No, the parents didn't care as much. Just because it wouldn't dent that often.
Just the sound of clunk.
We weren't doing it all the time. It was a soft puck.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like one of the plastic ones. It wasn't the rubber. I'm sure my mom's watching. It's like, no, I fucking hated it.
Yeah, your mom was like, that's why I started drinking.
Leave a comment, Mom.
No, but so I remember they got a letter from the HOA that said we need to replace the door because the dent's in it. Like, no, and they never did.
Oh wow,
yeah. That's so stupid.
It's the biggest fucking scam ever. Because some of them were like $300 a month for HOA fees. Like,
it would be one. It would be one thing if they did anything, you know. But like, We have
last
like they
neighborhood-
won't even fix the stairwell, the metal stairs that people climb up to the second story units.
Yeah, like
It's
a safety thing.
It's like a safety thing. It takes them a long time to do anything.
The last apartment or last house we lived in had like a community pool that got built, but they just shut it down because of COVID. And like people were like, we're still having to pay for this, but this isn't something like you pay because this is in the Facebook group too. Which I was just saying it because I
the
love
HOA Facebooks
love-
are always
it was
so
just the,
drama.
Yeah, it was
There's
just the
so much
neighborhood
drama.
Facebook, and it's like we should be allowed in there because we're paying for it, or just don't charge us for it. Like no, like and like people would argue for it. It's like okay, I'm just gonna go join the HOA, and like so then people would start going to the meetings. But it's like listening to the drama on it and reading the drama was so much fun, like especially around like holidays.
Oh yeah.
Like around 4th of July, it's like 9:30. Somebody's like, someone needs to stop with these fireworks. Like it's 9:30 on July 3rd. Like
That was me.
I hate to break this to you. This is gonna go until like 2 in the morning.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I hate fireworks. They scare Schmittens.
Oh.
Schmittens.
She is
Are you afraid
posing.
of,
She is posing right
She
now.
is dead set on
Are
looking
you
at the
afraid
wall.
of
Aw.
Oh, she's stretching.
you afraid of fireworks, Schmittens? That is no in cat. So she said she's not afraid. Cover yourself, girl. Turn your
She's
butt this way.
presenting. She's a single female out there. Trying to...
Single feline.
But she's like, guys, I can lick my own ass. I don't need you.
I don't need no male cat.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we have an HOA in our neighborhood now, but it's like
But you don't pay that because you rent it.
yeah, but it's also like a super established neighborhood, and so like even then we haven't seen anybody like doing any drastic like random changes or anything. Like we even had like a house across the street, like people were moving out, and it was pretty fucking terrible. But like they had like trash all over the front yard and all this sort of stuff, and like nothing happened because it was while they were moving out,
Oh, sure.
and so it just like looked like shit, and like but then it's like nobody like never saw any letters or anything like that, or like people coming, or, like the landlords coming to complain or anything like that. So, and then our neighbors just destroyed their fence and rebuilt it, just out of nowhere, and like took down the tree that was in the front yard.
All right.
Yeah, it was like, and I mean like an established tree, like these
Yeah,
are
a
huge
big
trees. You've
tree.
seen the trees,
Established trees.
established trees.
They're ants.
I wish
Graybeard. Treebeard.
graybeard,
What's his name?
treebeard. It's treebeard. Yeah, we got to get our fucking palm trees removed from our backyard. 'Cause they died during the freeze,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's just
Gotta
a
make
matter
it-
of.
They'll be like, oh, that's where those Californians live with those goddamn palm trees. Get out of my
Oh,
house.
I made that joke when we moved. Like, it's got California trees, we gotta move here. Or palm trees, we gotta move here. Or we just blame Florida.
Yep.
I never liked palm trees because I learned that's where
Bugs.
cockroaches
Yep.
fester.
Palmetto bugs.
I know. That's what they have in South Carolina.
They got in Florida.
Palmetto bugs in the palmetto trees. Nope.
Those are the flying bugs.
I
You
know.
think you're going to kill it, and then it flies at you, and you're like,
they're brave. I know, they're brave. I remember one time I was like growing up, they would just like appear. Anyway, I was like getting into my room. I closed my door. It was like on the door, and it was huge. I'm not joking. It was like multiple inches. It just flew at my face. Like it had no fear. It was horrifying. I was scarred for life.
yeah, I don't like them.
We're still trying to get a video of a Kano chasing the bugs. Because he'll be playing with Jenna,
That's
and
her.
he'll stop, and because he'll see a grasshopper fly, and just like jumps and hops towards it.
That's cute.
And then like, because we were talking one time, I was watching outside, and like half the backyard is blocked off by the house, and so we can't see over here because like the patio's covered. And I was watching, I can't remember what was going on, but we were talking, like, so is Kano, like, how's Kano doing with the other dogs and all that? I'd like look outside and it just seems like running, chasing bugs, like, oh, he's doing fine. And he's like leaping with his head up in the air, like running into the fence and turning and going the other way. Like, he's fine.
That's funny. Not the brightest bulb.
Schmittens likes to attack bugs. I like to think I don't have bugs, but then I find little remnants because she eats them. I find like a leg or something. It's like fucking gross.
She's like, this is my stuff.
Yeah, Kano eats bugs.
Schmittens loves lizards and bugs.
Lola.
Me too.
Yeah, Jenna is a menace. She has a kill count.
Janice the Menace.
Janice the Menace. She's got a new nickname. But she's like known 27 chickens killed.
Oh, my
wow.
gosh.
And we're at Lauren's mom's house where they used to live. They had the farms. And so she got out and killed the chickens next door.
Oh man.
Oh, so it was all 27 in one go?
known. Yeah, but yeah, it was all at one time.
That's
She
a
went on
rampage.
blood
And like a
fucking
cat.
rampage.
She did like a cat.
There was a
killed
blood
cat
moon that
and-
night.
Yeah. blood
Whenever
has been shed this night.
whenever you
The
said
sunrise is red. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
whenever you said she's got a kill count, I was like, oh, like how many bugs? And you're like 27 chickens.
It was like
oh my God.
27 chickens, like a duck,
Aw.
a cat. Yeah, she's a menace.
What kind of dog is she?
Husky. She's
Oh.
like husky.
Demon dog. No, I'm sure
She's the
nice.
thing.
Yeah, I think.
And then Lola, she's like chipmunks and potbelly pigs.
Who doesn't?
No, like chasing them
Oh,
and trying to like attack them.
oh,
Those little pigs are so cute.
I
And
know.
little-
And
Babies.
Lola wants to eat them.
My sister used to want a pet pig.
Till they find out they grow up. They're not always small. They get big.
Oh,
There's no such
yeah, that's
thing.
not
I have a
fun.
friend that has a pet pig. Like they get it on purpose to get that big, obviously. But
Mhm.
she has a pet pig.
There used to be this little pig called my best friend Hank. And he was so cute. Then he died. I was cried.
Oh.
Because I followed him on social media. He always was like, they had him
Oh.
on sunglasses and they'd like take him places and then he randomly just
Oh,
died.
this is like recent?
No, it was like a couple years ago he
No.
died. But it was like-
traumatized.
Oh, yeah, like recent isn't like past like 10
Yeah,
years.
it's
Some
recent.
in
Yeah,
5
yeah,
years.
Yeah, he was an internet sensation. If you ever saw a little pig that jumps through a computer and it's like Hank in 3D. I don't know.
Can't
Nope.
say I have.
My best friend Hank, he's dead. But it's very sad.
Well, that's
But now
very,
he's
very sad, yeah.
bacon.
No, they
Oh.
buried him. They didn't eat him.
And,
They buried him for social media, unburied him when
Yeah.
they turned the cameras off.
you know, in luau's, they bury the pig too.
That was so gross. Even when I was a kid, my apartment complex, they do Hawaiian luau's and they do the pig roast. It was so fucking gross.
I've been to an actual luau once.
Really?
Really?
Vacation to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, you're rich, that's right.
That sounds amazing.
Middle class, baby.
Hey.
Lower class. It's me. Whatever the lowest class. Whatever when your food stamps is, that's what
I just meant, well, I'm going to compare the exact opposite because I remember me and my brother would go down to the restaurant that was there, and every day we'd had virgin strawberry daiquiris and nachos. It was the life.
That sounds honestly
And
amazing.
at one point it was like raining, so we grabbed a palm fern and like
a palm
tilted
frond.
it over. And tilted it over like this, the most Hawaiian thing. It was like raining as we're eating nachos under a palm frond.
That's amazing.
nachos in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
At Hilton Hawaiian Gardens. Pretty dope. Oh, I had something else to say, but I can't remember.
Oh, you reminded me. There's a show, The White Lotus or whatever. It's new on HBO Max. I watched it. It was meh, but there was one scene. I really wanted people's opinion. I'm just gonna spoil it, I guess. There's a scene where like the hotel manager is really upset with one of the guests. They've got like a tiff the whole series. He finally loses his shit and literally breaks into the guy's room and takes a shit in his suitcase. But it's like a side view of him like bending over and like the shit coming out. It looks so real. I was really curious to know if anyone had seen it and could weigh in.
If it was real shit, or
Like,
what are we weighing in on?
Yeah, it
Are we
looks
weighing
so
on the
real.
weights?
Was it CGI do?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Poo.
But the festival that I worked for, they actually premiered that.
Really?
And so it was one of the panels I could have edited, but I chose not to
Mm.
because I hadn't seen it.
Because you heard about the Duke scene.
One of
That-
the ones I did do. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it was all right. The manager, the dude, I don't remember his name, who played him. He nailed it. He was my favorite character.
One of the things I did do was Mythic Quest. That panel is an Apple TV show that I want to watch. It's written by Rob McElhenney and I can't remember the other name, David something. But it's Always Sunny, just in different form.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob McElhenney is just as funny on panels as he is on shows because he kept on doing bits where he needed to be the last one to be introduced. And so like he came on first and then David came on second and he turned off his camera and came back and was like, "Hey, what's going on, guys? Rob here." And he did that for like 4 different panels. There's like 12 different people. It's fucking hilarious.
That's
But
really funny.
editing it was so annoying because you had to cut out certain camera bits and all that. And then him and one of the other writers were in the same building but different offices, and so he had somebody who's like, "Oh yeah," and like turn off his camera and you see him appear in their camera and like talking shit and all
Oh,
that. It was
no.
hilarious.
That's really funny.
Right after that I did the one for the show Hacks.
Oh, I love that show. You should really watch it. It's funny.
It's weird. Like, I pick the panels that I want to do based on the shows that I like, but then when I watch the panel, I'd like learn all the behind the scenes about it, and so it like draws me away from those shows, except for Mythic Quest.
I would love to know the behind the scenes for Hacks. Is, I think, legitimately a great show. It's like definitely top 2 shows. I think
That main
on HBO
actress,
Max.
that's her like first thing ever.
Really?
Acting.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm sure she's done smaller things, but like that's her
Okay.
first like major thing where she
Good
came
for
into the
her.
audition, and she was reading the lines of what she did. She whipped out her vape and started vaping during the audition, and they're like, "This is perfect."
Yeah.
She like added the personality to the character. It's like, this is her.
It's so interesting because the first time I watched it twice, actually. The first time I watched it, she was it was annoying to me, her character, for like the first couple episodes, but then I warmed up to her. Then the second time I watched it, I was like, she fucking nailed it right away. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm an idiot.
And she was super funny in the panel too.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good show. I highly recommend both of you guys watch it. So that way we can talk about it later.
Yeah, I just like shows where I can talk to people. It's like Vikings. When you started watching Vikings, I was like, oh, somebody I can talk
Oh
to.
yeah, and I don't think I told everyone that I finished it.
Oh.
Finally, it was a slog.
Yeah. I thought, oh, was it?
I don't think I said that I finished it. I think I said I was over watching it.
Yeah, you definitely said that a few times.
Oh no,
Yes.
I thought you said you finished it.
To you,
Under my understanding, it was that you were done.
to you, I told you. I don't think I said it on the show. If anyone
Oh.
cares and is taking notes of me watching the show, I finally finished Vikings, and I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
And I'd never want to watch anything with Vikings again because it was too fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there was a show called Barbarians. It's on Netflix. That's like Barbarians versus the Romans,
Mhm.
which are technically the Vikings. Or at least that's the way I understood it. That it looked good, but it's like, I don't want to jump back into another Viking show.
Yeah.
Not right away. It's like the whole thing with True Detective 1, 2, and 3. It's
Mhm.
like, I don't want to jump back into something right away.
Mm.
Yeah.
I still do say though that the third season it feels right to watch it because it is quite different. It's good in a lot of the same ways and it's different in a lot of good ways.
Yeah, I just need to figure out a show after The Sopranos.
Titans.
I have my list. I don't know if I want to watch a superhero show, though.
It's not really a superhero show.
I don't want to watch a show that has to do with comics.
Fair.
I don't
fair.
think so.
That's fair.
I might. I don't know. I'll have to go through my lists.
Do you ever watch the fabulous, what the fuck is that shit called? The Royal Gemstones? Fabulous Gemstones? The Righteous
I know what.
Gemstones?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Didn't watch
it's really good. I'm just throwing you out ideas of shit to watch.
Isn't it just like a Eastbound and Down style comedy?
Nope.
Okay.
Eastbound Down is also an amazing show.
Yeah, that's why it's hilarious.
It's funny in that way, but it's not like that. It's Danny McBride being
Mhm.
Danny McBride. So if you're wanting that, then yes.
Yeah.
But it's not as absurd as Eastbound and Down. It's a little more. It is absurd, but it's not like Eastbound and Down. It's more like Vice Principals. You ever watch that show?
Mm-mm.
Another one you should probably watch. Vice Principals is awesome.
I don't know if I like watching like comedy shows like that.
Hmm.
Like serial comedy is like What We Do in the Shadows. I think it's a little different. It's more episodic. That has
Yeah.
throwbacks, but I don't know.
Vice Principal has a story. It just happens to be funny. It's not like obscenely ridiculous, but it's got like a narrative about
Mhm.
a vice principal wanting to become principal and two guys working together to get rid of a principal so they can become the principal.
Well, is it like primarily a comedy though?
It's a dramedy. It's weird. It's got that weird, like, it's part drama but part comedy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got Walton Goggins in it, and he's
Love me
like
some Goggins.
ultra effeminate, but he's straight with a wife, but he's very questionable, and that's what makes his character like interesting, and very good show. No one ever talks about Vice
How long
Principals,
is it?
but it's really good.
Like
Oh,
episodes?
it's only 2 seasons.
Oh, I mean episode length.
I think it's like 16 episodes total,
But like how long are the episodes?
Runtime.
like 40, 50 minutes. Well, it's an HBO, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think like thinking about it, it's like I probably prefer, or I think I like. It could be serial, but I think it's like more like network comedy. I
mm,
think I like better than like an HBO style comedy or something. I don't know.
that's fair.
It's a different kind of tone, I think.
I just like Danny
Mhm.
McBride. He's funny
Oh,
and
he's
everything.
hilarious.
That's why these are so great,
Yeah.
because it's him being Danny McBride.
Yeah.
When you say like network comedy type shows, like give me an
Big Bang
example.
Theory.
No, not that. But more like
How I Met Your Mother.
Like
Not
something
that
with
either.
like an
You're picking the worst
audience.
ones.
I am on purpose picking the worst
Yeah.
ones.
No, but like Community. It's more
I didn't
driven
I couldn't
towards.
get past the first season of that. Everyone loves that show. I
It's
just
more
can't
driven.
get
It's
into
like
it.
more
Like is Scrubs a
more
good example?
I fucking love. That's my favorite show of all time.
I love Scrubs
I'm trying
too.
to discover.
From my best friend's wedding, he actually sent me the tiki that
Aw.
JD and Turk have, and so he
That's
sent me
really
that
cute.
because I'm the best man. So he sent me the necklace of the tiki.
Oh, that's fun.
But is
You
that
want
what you're
to-
talking
it's
about?
yeah, like that. It's
That
it's more
type?
family style comedy, I guess.
He ordered People magazine, and I got to put in the subscription. Zach Braff. Brannigan, what's his fucking name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach Braff.
His address is in New Jersey, the Garden State.
That's why he made a movie called
facts,
Garden
yeah.
State.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of a show that's
Seinfeld.
comparable.
Comparable.
For a network comedy, is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
for a network comedy.
I'm saying
That's
like I'd like Community or Scrubs compared to like an HBO.
what I'm
comedy.
saying. But dang.
Now it's just like over the top, like too like I guess older.
Two Broke Girls.
Never seen it, but it's like those are sitcoms. I don't like sitcoms, or like traditional style sitcoms where they're all on set pieces the entire
Yeah.
time.
But Community is a sitcom, isn't it?
And not as it is, but it's not as traditional style. Where
It's not like
this-
that
yeah.
cliche sitcom vibe. Like
Yeah, that's why I said it's just different tones.
Everyone loves
too.
Raymond.
That's an old one.
King of Queens.
Another old one,
Oh.
but I loved King of Queens. That
I
was
used
good.
to love
70s
King
show.
of Queens too.
That 80s show.
That
God,
80s
yeah, I
show.
forgot they did that
Yeah.
show for a little bit.
And it had what's his face from Philadelphia. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He was the main character, and he had long hair. Doesn't even look like him, and you wouldn't know it was him. But he's the star of that
Danny
80s show.
DeVito.
Yeah, Danny DeVito. Yeah, totally.
Danny DeVito. That 80s show.
He had hair and everything. He was still fat as shit, but I love Danny DeVito. He does not give a shit on that show, and that makes it so good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like he gives a shit ever in
Not
a good
anymore.
way.
In a good way. I was
Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, no, like he just
no, in a
doesn't
good way.
care.
Yeah.
And that's the way. That's the way I aspire
I think he
to
actually
be.
took like a pay cut to be on It's Always Sunny just because he like
Wanted
thought
to
it
do
was
it.
genuinely funny.
That's good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Hopefully, he made that money back now.
No,
'Cause that
I'm
show's
sure.
I don't
fucking
think he
huge.
like, clearly, he doesn't care about the money. You know.
He's already had a full career.
Yeah.
Rum ham. Oh, there's so many bits in that fucking show. It's so
I think
good.
my favorite is the where they eat the cat food to go to sleep when D stays
Oh,
over.
Yeah. My
They
favorite.
huff it and then eat the cat food to pass out.
Yeah.
Wait, one of the chick from It's Always Sunny is in Hacks.
I know, and she was on that panel
I
too.
just want you to watch the show.
She was in that panel too. It was
What
weird
is it about?
It's about a comedian. No,
I'm already groaning.
no. Listen, it's about
I
a.
don't like comedians. I'm just kidding. I don't
It's
know.
about a washed-up comedian who.
was it a Vegas comedian?
Yeah, she's a Vegas resident, basically.
Is it supposed to be like Joan
residency.
Rivers?
I think she's actually a real comedian. I don't know her
I
name.
mean, is
though.
it based
I think-
off of Joan Rivers type deal?
I don't know.
I think so. And it's like similar, like
Because that's what the
aesthetic
commercial looked like
Yeah.
to me.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
don't know
if it's,
anything
like,
about Joan
typical
Rivers.
Joan Rivers,
Anyway, long story short, you find out in the first episode, basically, this comedian is losing her residency, so she needs to come up with some new material if she wants to keep her residency. A young writer, is really desperate for jobs because she made a tweet that got her in trouble, so no one wants to hire her. So the manager pairs them together, and then they learn to work together. But it's really funny.
It sounds like that Adam Sandler movie with Seth Rogen, where he's the comedian and Seth Rogen's the writer.
I don't think I've heard of this one.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Have you never seen it? Oh, all I
Mm-mm.
remember is fuck Facebook. That was like the big thing from it. But anyway, it's Adam Sandler playing a comedian, a washed-up comedian, and he gets a young writer to help him be more relevant. But he has the young writer go before him, and the young writer does all the jokes that he wrote for him.
Oh,
And it's just like, you fucking bastard, you did my whole fucking set. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's funny.
It's actually a really good Adam
Hmm.
Sandler movie. Like, it's not like, Adam Sandler. It's more like Adam Sandler acting.
Oh,
Mhm.
good.
And there's a scene where he plays music with a band, and they do like a John Lennon song, and it's very beautiful. But the band doesn't like him because he hires them, and they're like, all right, we're in overtime. You going to pay us more? And like, well,
no.
I wish you guys were my friends. And it's a really sad moment, but
Oh,
yeah.
But no, D was on that panel too. And
Sweet
she's
D.
just as funny, Sweet D.
The goddamn the episode where they moved to the suburbs is my favorite episode because it's so relatable, because it's exactly how I felt when I moved to the
Did
suburbs.
you ever watch her other show, The Mick?
I watched one episode and I was like, I hate this.
Really?
Yep, because I didn't know who the Mick was. It just seemed too outrageous for me. I think she's funny.
It got canceled pretty quickly, I think.
It
was good. It was like 1 or 2 seasons. It was funny, but it was. I think she wrote it, but I think people were expecting more. It's Always Sunny.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, which sucks too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was, like I said, it was pretty funny, but it was more family driven, or like central around the family, and she's like the bad influence on the family.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk Hacks up all the time. I think it's really great, truly.
Also, the Dennis bit where he writes out Dennis and then Mac move in after completion. I don't know if you remember that bit.
I've seen a handful of episodes.
Oh, I thought you were into it. I've seen every episode. Sorry.
No, I watched so many shows, and unfortunately, that one it's like there's so many episodes.
Oh, there is.
And I know I'm gonna get sucked in by all of them. And I don't want that.
They're all
but
really
I do.
Funny. But there's like 16 episode seasons, so it's just like.
Well, they're all 21-minute episodes, so.
It's a really funny show. Have you ever watched it, Abbie?
Oh,
I've seen it. Like I said, I've seen a bunch of episodes, but not like sat down and watched through it all.
Another series like that is called Men Meeting Women, Men Interested in Women or something. It's got Jay Burchell. He wrote it and he stars in it, and it's just like a non-worldly version of being a guy. Like one episode is like he can't talk to girls, so he asks his friend how to talk to girls. Like, you didn't have a wizard come talk to you when you were a child? Like, it's serious. It's like a serious thing that they make up. Like a wizard talks to him and gives him these special eyes to seduce women. And he's like, no, I never got that. And it's just like all the episodes are really funny like that. Like he goes on a blind date, and it's a troll like eating with him because she's unattractive. It's just like that type of like, what is that called? I can't think of the word to explain.
Like in what he sees.
Yeah, what he sees. Yeah, it's his perspective, but it's also like ridiculous, but takes on like societal standards and all that shit. And it's actually really funny. And also another show is Legit. If you've never watched that show, it's got Jim Jeffries.
Dude, he's so funny.
It's one of the best shows I've ever seen, and like it's only got like 2 seasons, but it's so outrageous and funny because there's like they take like a handicapped guy to the strip clubs, and it's just off the rails funny, like shit like that.
What's it called? Men Seeking Women?
The Jim Jeffries is Legit. I just jumped to another show.
It's called Legit.
Yeah, it's called Legit.
Okay.
Also on FX. It's Men Seeking Women.
I've heard of that one because I remember you were saying the handicapped person, the strip club. Like I definitely remember that. Doesn't he say that in his stand-up bit too?
I don't know. I've only watched a couple of his stuff. He gets a little like repetitive for me, but I still think he's very funny. But both those shows are really good. They're all I'm just going on FX shows here. FX has really good shows apparently.
Yeah.
Lauren watched a show that I like dabbled in a lot. Working Moms.
Nope.
Oh, I
on Netflix.
Vaguely remember hearing
like
about it.
5 seasons. It's actually really good, and it's like a dramedy. But like the main character, I think her story was like she was trying to be a comedian or like comedy writer or something. Like nobody was hiring her, and basically somebody said just to go write your own work. She's like, fuck it, and just started writing her own work, and now she has this like masterpiece.
Oh wow!
But like she like digs on herself on it a lot too, and it's like about being a working mom.
Yeah, I'm not big into mom things. 'Cause I'm not a mom. I can't relate.
But I thought it was like that too when I was watching it. It was just genuine comedy, like intelligent comedy, which made it funny.
But I do work, so there's half of it that I could be into.
Half of it.
I'll check it out.
Just like more female-based shows, like not really into because it just reminds me of my ex-wife because that's all we would watch is types of shows like that.
That sucks.
But I did really love Girls, that show. Have you ever watched that?
Never.
Oh, really? Girls is great. It's just.
Oh wait, no. I tried watching it, but the first episode depressed me.
Oh.
Because it was who's the guy? I think I respect him a lot as an actor. I just hate the roles he plays. He was Adam Driver. I think that's his name. I hate the characters he plays. He always plays assholes.
Yeah, that's the writing is so good that you hate everybody in the show.
Did you ever see Black Klansman?
Did you ever see Star Wars: Force Awakens?
Unfortunately,
Star Wars: The Last
Unfortunately,
Jedi.
yeah,
He was
I
in
did.
Black
The Rise of
Klansman. He plays
Skywalker.
a cop. But he kills that role.
Yeah, I mean, he kills every role.
Yeah.
He does it perfectly. It's just the character, the writing is so cringy. Just not even his character. It's like I don't even like the main character.
Of Girls.
Yeah, of Girls. It's like I don't like the main character, and I really hate the characters around her. So it's like
I hate him so much, but
and
I took that as
so-
good writing. because they did a road so good to hate these.
Yeah, but you're like, why
people.
would you want to hate like the main character? I can't stand either.
I think it was just showing what it's like as her, maybe, I don't know if it's her life, but a life of a female about what she was trying to be a writer or something.
Oh no, I don't know, something about it. I don't know why. I just hated it. I tried. I really did. I was just like, yeah, this is just...
I hated it when I first started watching it. And then it's like a cult. You get roped in after watching it all the time.
Maybe I'll watch it again. I just remember being like, I'll watch it again so I have specific reasons why I don't like it.
I would just always play with my ex-wife about it. Like, I'm on Adam's side. No, I'm not. She's against Adam. Like, I'm on his side. He's right. She's wrong.
The asshole character?
He wasn't an asshole.
Wait, with the guy that she would go and... The Adam Drivers?
They would just bang. That was their relationship.
But he was an asshole about it the whole time.
Yes, he was.
100%.
I think we were thinking of someone different. He was not. He was following the rules, and she was mean to him.
I haven't seen the show.
Then I guess we're thinking about different character. Adam Driver's character.
How was he an asshole?
Just like the things he would say to her. He would like degrade her.
I don't remember that. Maybe I need to rewatch it and see who this character really is.
Yeah.
Selective
he would just
watching.
like say like backhanded compliments like I just couldn't do it. Schmittens. Okay.
Oh. I thought someone was ringing the doorbell. Like, who the fuck is that?
Nope, it's not me.
Adam Driver's like, actually, my character was an asshole, Michael. She's definitely right.
He's gonna be like, you bitch, you wrong. And he's gonna come slap you and give you a backhanded compliment.
It's true.
How's your face feel?
Well, that would make him an asshole then.
So you'd be right both ways.
He has a musical that just came out. Annette.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
The poster looks cool as shit.
Annette?
Lucky Logan.
Yeah.
That's my favorite with him.
I love Lucky
Lucky
Logan.
Logan's
It's so
great.
fun. I just love.
Great chemistry with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I just love him with a southern accent.
Yeah.
Benoit Blanc.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for more Knives Outs
I just want to see.
Knives
I just want to
Out.
see a Benoit Blanc show
with Adam Driver as the villain.
As the brother in Logan Lucky.
I would like to have the Benoit Blanc with Adam Driver as like a villain, like a really like sneaky type character, but like competent but not competent. Yes.
Like he can get away with crimes, but you know it's him.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it like a cartoony. That'd be pretty funny, actually.
I just like Adam Driver because he's tall. Representation.
Veteran too.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Marine Corps. But then he got injured, so they had to
back injury.
Yeah, medically discharge him, and that's what got him in acting.
Interesting. I did not know that. Yeah, no, like I've watched interviews because at first I thought maybe something about him bothered me, and then I watched like interviews and I was like,
he's just like the coolest dude in the world.
He's like so like, and I was just like, wow, I'm the monster.
You are. You're going to hell.
No, but
You're going
yeah,
to doggy hell. You're going to turn into a dog and all they can do is vacuum at you.
Into the seven hells. What are the?
Was that a Futurama
that
reference?
was Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Where they blow up the house and he's like, "Oh, you're going to doggy hell," and it's like, "Ha ha ha ha!" The devil with the vacuum cleaner. That's my favorite fucking Family Guy bit ever.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
I had something to say and I went off on a bit.
Distracted by the
cool
bit.
guys. I think the coolest guy would be Jason Momoa. Hang out with.
I think he tries too hard.
Really?
Yeah. He just seems too
well, then
try-hard.
you're not invited to the hangout.
Yeah.
Me and
I
Abbie will
don't think
just hang
he
out with
seems
him.
like he tries too hard.
We'll go rock climbing.
Did you guys know apparently like after did I talk about this already? After he
You haven't even started, so I couldn't
Nope.
tell you.
Do you remember after? Oh, did I already say this?
after he was done with Game of Thrones, people wouldn't hire him because they thought he couldn't speak.
Oh, because like you.
Because
they wouldn't hire him.
they legitimately thought he couldn't speak, so they would speak to him like he couldn't speak, and he was like, "Hi, I'm so and so." You know?
I'm Jason Momoa.
He said that was a real issue for a while. People honestly thought he couldn't speak.
What got him big? Was it Aquaman or before Aquaman?
It was Game of Thrones.
It was Game of Thrones.
Because he was Conan.
Season.
He was Conan, a remake.
Yeah, the prequel.
When he
Conan.
was skinny. No. I saw a movie with him where he was really skinny and had short hair. And it was so fucking
He was
weird.
also in like Stargate or
Oh yeah,
Battlestar
he was in
Galactica.
Stargate. That's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah.
But then, ironically, then the show he did on like I don't remember Amazon or something. It's the one where he can't. Oh no, it's Apple TV
Apple
where he
TV.
Yeah,
can't
blind.
see.
Yeah, that's so
It's called, like,
fucking
And I was
dumb.
like, you just got struggled with not being able to speak. Now people are gonna think you're blind.
you
What are you
see?
doing? What are you doing? No,
That
I'm
show looks
kidding.
kind of cool.
I
think it
watched
looks
a couple
dumb.
episodes and it just like
It looks like Vikings but blind.
it
I
like
don't know.
I'm sure it got better. It's just to me It was
I
just
didn't say like it just looks like aesthetically cool. Like what they're wearing, like it looks like cool cosplay shit.
A good Apple TV show is what's it called?
I want to see
there
Ted
are
Lasso.
a lot of
It's the one with
Ted Lasso is good.
I know when I
It's
go
the one
on
with
Apple
Chris
TV and I want to
Evans.
see it.
where he's the DA and his son is convicted of murder. It's like we need to talk about Joshua. Joshua.
No, it's called
Jonah Jameson.
John Jacob G. Schmidt.
Protecting Philip, protecting John.
Thomas
Protecting David.
Joseph.
Or
James.
Thomas Jekyll McCord.
I know which one you're
Jacob
talking.
is protecting Jacob.
That's what I literally didn't I just say that?
Thomas
Protecting-
Jekyll
I don't know.
McCord.
We just kept saying J names.
But anyway, that show is very good.
That's interesting because that was one of the few I didn't watch because I didn't know if it would be good. But there's one with a little girl and she's like solving crimes. That's a really good one. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay.
Oh, Home After Dark, I think.
Oh, I only watched the Jacob one.
It's really good. It's not like juvenile. It's even though she's like a child as the main character, it's good.
No, I just want to watch Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso is really funny too.
Like I was like, do I want to get another streaming service just for one?
It's so worth the
show?
$5 because
Apple
they have
TV?
other things too that are good.
I think Apple TV is a ripoff. I have it.
Was
'cause
it
I get
a
it free with my iPhone. So
Yeah.
Like what are the shows? Because there's
I
that I would watch. And
The
Mythic
mythical
Quest.
one?
Like those are the only two that I would want to watch.
Protecting Jacob.
so there's one about like the Mars rover, like the moon.
Oh
What's
yeah,
that one called?
First Man. No, Man on the Moon.
Man on the
Moon Man.
That's a really good
Moons.
one.
What's
There's
it called?
I don't remember. First moon.
First Man.
First something I think.
First Man is it's not
That's something else.
Yeah.
Moon Man. Man on the Moon.
Moon.
I can't
Moons.
remember. You'll see it.
Moon
It's one
Battle.
of the. It's one of the few
It's
spacey
got Rick
ones.
Flag, and he's awesome in it. He makes the show so good.
That's just like I don't,
It's really good. Yeah.
I don't want to look for other shows.
No, what it
like that's
is-
why I'd get it if there's a whole bunch of shows that I
And
want to watch.
Okay, it depends on
It's a
your
fictionalized
style.
version of the moon race, the space race,
Space
where
race.
the Russians win. So they invent all these technologies earlier, like decades earlier than they actually did. Like they had cell phones in the 80s in this, and it's like laser guns sometimes.
That does sound kind of cool.
I don't remember.
It's pretty cool.
It's really cool. It's really good.
Okay, so there's 3 shows.
There are other
Well,
ones
there's
too.
4 seasons, 3
There's-
seasons of the space one. Moon
Oh,
Man,
I
Moon
think
Man,
I
Moon.
caught it when there were only 2, so I didn't know about the lasers and
Maybe
cell
once I
phones.
finish Sopranos, we'll debate on it.
Okay.
Did
All I'm
they
saying
have
is
the Russian attack where they attack the moon base and the 2 people die?
Just from that sentence alone, I want to watch this show.
although they don't ruin it.
Oh,
I
Just
could,
from this sentence.
It's a really good show. So that one, and then Ted Lasso. Personally, I enjoyed the morning show. There's another one, Home After Dark, which I really enjoyed. There's another one where the woman is, I can't remember what it's called, but she's doing a podcast where she actually was one of the main reasons why this kid went to jail or went to prison. But he was falsely convicted, and so now 30 years later, she wants to fix that, but the family like doesn't trust her and they hate her, and he's like a Nazi because he's been in prison for so
Oh, wow.
long, and she's black, so it's like there's a tension thing
Ooh.
happening. It's fucking good too. It's really good. It's definitely very drama though.
I like more of the space stuff. Like I like lasers and mythical things.
There
I'm
are
not,
no lasers,
I'm not really-
unless the Nazis did some more
I'm not really.
technological stuff I
like,
don't know about.
It's got to be really good for me to like real world stuff. Like Mad Men. I think that's the best show ever made. But I'm more
good.
into like if anything weird's going on, like that. More than I'll watch.
Did
like,
you watch?
Nazis?
There's another. Well,
Banshee's really good. If you've never seen Banshee.
what's that one on Apple TV where it's actually it's like the baby? It's called like the.
Boss Baby.
Children of the Babies.
No, I think it's an M. Night Shyamalan, and it's like
The Baby.
it's like kind of a horror, I think, where like the baby is like.
I have no idea.
Oh,
But
okay, never mind.
I want to make
It's
a
not
movie.
the movie that just came out with, right?
No, I think
Oh,
it's a show
I wanna
on
make a
Apple
movie
TV.
about
but it's the
killer
other side
babies.
old but
Yeah.
baby.
The
I
point
told
is,
you about my baby movie that I don't know if it exists or not. Didn't I tell you about the
No.
killer baby
I
movie
think
that I
so.
always think about? And I'm
No.
like, does this movie exist? I told David. I definitely told David. But when I was a kid, I swear to God, I saw a movie with killer babies, and I could never find anything about it anywhere. And I want to.
Yeah, you told me about
I want to remake it, a killer baby movie, where there's like
Do
the
it.
science lab where they're like doing tests on all these pregnant women, and the babies come out and murder people.
It's like Baby Geniuses but killer.
Yeah.
have you seen all the videos and memes of like pandemic babies are like so advanced? Have you guys seen that?
So advanced.
Like all these like
Are they
babies.
indigo children?
What's that?
It's a conspiracy. It's like a ghost thing about indigo children are like these advanced alien race kids who are from experiments. You should look it up. It's fucking stupid.
I
But,
will be looking this up
it's
promptly.
it's totally like a phasmy ghost, like black eyed kids. It all goes into the same bullshit.
No, I think it's just like a joke. It's like all because there are a lot of like videos of like babies that were born during the pandemic, but like they're already like walking and dancing and talking, and it's like,
I think that's just having phones.
I think that's just
I think
parents
if I-
being fucking home for 12 months straight.
True.
Their brains developed
Yeah.
faster. They got enough love and attention.
They got care. None
Nurture
of
over
us.
nature.
None of us got it.
I was playing in dirt.
Yeah.
My great grandma used to talk about stories of how they used to play in coal because it was like the 20s, and they would laugh about it like, oh my gosh, we just didn't know back then. And it's like,
We would throw lead paint at each other and everything.
it's coal.
Sucking up asbestos and
We would do rails of asbestos. That was the shit to do.
the blankets.
I'm getting itchy just thinking about this.
I know.
Grandma blankets are always all itchy because they have lead and asbestos in them.
There's cancer in them.
Oh god. All right, that's all I got.
Time to wrap up on asbestos blankets.
If you don't, we'll send cancer after you.
No,
No, we won't.
No, we won't.
Yeah, let's
All
wrap
right.
this up.
Anyway, hey, if you checked out the stream, thanks. Hopefully we made you laugh.
Yeah, we went a little off the rails. More
We
than
did.
normal.
No,
More?
it's about the same.
More? I
Yep.
think
Let's
we're
not
really...
mislead them.
Just a different rail.
All right.
Just a different rail.
Yeah, we just went on a new rail. I'm on a rail.
Anyway,
Monorail.
so yeah, we'll be streaming every Saturday around 2:00 Central Standard Time.
If we get it set up right.
And you can also check us out on YouTube, Facebook, all the social media at TV Party Time or TV Party Time Pod. We also have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/TV Party Time.
Or you can also search it. That might be way easier than trying to remember their website. Oh, are we gunning?
Pew pew. Bye.